Hey y'all, would you leave your man if he made a baby on the side? Well, Rashida said she ain't going nowhere. Hey Jack Squad and my YouTube family, what's going on? How everybody doing? Listen. Some things is just better left unsaid because we can see it. Now, our girl Rashida, Kirk Frost's wife, the one who ain't going nowhere, made a diss song. Now, first of all, I'm going to tell y'all the God honest truth. I ain't never heard of Rashida till she got on Love and Hip Hop. They say she was a rapper. She didn't come up north. I ain't never heard of Rashida. I don't know what her song is. That's that. I don't know who she is. Now, I know her from Love and Hip Hop. I hear Kirk was the man back in the day. Matter of fact, they got a documentary about Kirk Frost. He was that guy at some point from 88 to whenever, right? But Rashida, you did not have to show off them bad rap skills. As K. Michelle said, you sound like Shorty Low. You didn't have to show off them bad rap skills and let us know, let the world know that you ain't leaving Kirk. We already know that, y'all. We knew that back in season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta that you ain't leaving Kirk. We got it. We know it. Listen, y'all got businesses. Y'all got clothing, restaurants, kids, money tied up. I get it. You ain't leaving him. But you ain't had to tell us that. We knew. I knew. I'm going to speak for me. I knew she wasn't leaving. When the girl, first of all, let me just say this. If my dude, my husband, my man, my partner, make an outside baby, it's over with. Because that's something you got to deal with forever. And I ain't built big enough to deal with that, right? So that's over. I don't care how much I love, how much money we done made together. That's got to be over with because that's going to be too much chaos and confusion in my life, right? And I don't know how to handle that. But, the fact that you allowed that girl to come on the show and tell her story repeatedly. Then she was gone for some years, then she come back. And then she bring her friends. I know. Either you made out of steel or what could it be? You just made out of steel. That's all I can say. You ain't going nowhere. Because at some point, all that stuff that happened on the outside gets in the inside. You can be sitting there looking at him like, so what made you go over there with her? Why did you go to the strip club that day? Why was you in the hot tub with Bambi? Like, ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about that. Even though that was a long time ago, we already know what it is, right? Like, we know you ain't leaving. We know you ain't leaving, sis. The fact that you allowed that girl to come on your show and eat off your plate says a whole lot, because that wouldn't happen for me. Just like on Love and what's that? Love and Marriage Huntsville, he made the side baby. You ain't gonna never get on the show, sis. Now you might get on after I leave, but not while I'm here. You ain't gonna be on the show. You ain't gonna get my man and my money. That ain't how that work, right? Rashida just turned 50 or 49. Too old for them type of shenanigans. You don't have to announce to the world that you ain't leaving Kirk. We know that. We know it. We knew it. We knew it 5 years ago. We know it, child. Because that little boy about 17 or something. We know. You ain't got to. Listen, what I have to say about social media is if you can't handle what people saying, don't look at it. Don't look at it. You know, it's not, they don't know you. It's not personal. We just know what we see, right? Don't look at it, right? Don't let it get all down up in your soul and your spirit. Don't do that, right? For some reason, I don't know if it's because Bambi and maybe that's what they doing on Love and Hip Hop this season, because Bambi made a diss song, the Spice made one back. Bambi threw shots at Rashida, so I guess this is Rashida coming back to let everybody know she ain't leaving Kirk, child. We knew that. We been knew that. And you too old to be telling the people that. All you got to do is live your life. Y'all look good together. You're a very pretty girl. You're a very pretty girl. And if you wanted to leave Kirk, you'd have been left. You're down there with the Falcons. What's the other? The Hawks. You're down there with all the players. All the players. You would have been left and got you one of them, right? We know you ain't going nowhere, child. We know you ain't going. You ain't have to make that announcement. And so you went in the studio. So who's in charge of that? Did Kirk tell you to do that? Did Kirk say after you did it, good job, baby? Well, I guess he should. That's your man. But still, Kirk should have told, don't do that. Why is y'all trying to prove something to us? You know, I seen another video, her and Kirk, and they was talking about, I don't know if they was talking about Bambi. I don't know who they was talking about. Listen, we know Kirk cheated. We know Kirk made a baby. We know you ain't leaving. Y'all too old to play into that. Y'all too old to play in that. Right? Y'all just too old for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he older than her. So if she almost 50, he almost 60. Y'all stop. Stop that. And Kirk, you wrong for leading her down that path. Because she going to do whatever you tell her to do. And you was wrong for putting her up to that. Now she look like a goofy. Yeah, she was already looking, you know, how she was looking. Now you got her looking like a goofy. Stop that. Too old for that. Just let people think what they going to think and do what they going to do. That's your man. You're going to stick beside him. Get down. Period. You ain't got to tell it to the world. You know, Rashida. Now I wonder if you at home right now, if they in the living room like, I told you I ain't want to do it. He's like, no, babe, it's cool. It's cool. Don't pay attention to them. Because, see, for a man, that just boosts his ego. You know, he loves Rashida. I'm sure that he does. But all the flack that she getting don't affect him. It boosts his ego. It don't. His feelings ain't hurt. Hers might be hurt. His ain't hurt. I can guarantee you his ain't hurt. He boosting her up. He put the battery in her back. He the one put the battery in her back. Rashida ain't made a song since 2012 or something. What is this year? Rashida, like I said, I don't know the song. I just happened to see that she made one. I want to say it was called Bubblegum. I'm going to have to research it because I ain't never heard of Rashida in my life. And if I did, I didn't know it was her. I didn't know that she was a rapper. They said that when she got on Love and Hip Hop, but I didn't know nothing about her. And, you know, I ain't know nothing about it, right? And I'm a hip-hop head, so I missed that. But, you know, I'm sure down in Atlanta, because, you know, Atlanta is, they support each other down there, right? So I'm sure that in Atlanta, she's a big deal, like Trina a big deal in Miami. Same thing, right? Anyway, but you don't come out with no more songs, no more raps. We don't want no more lyrics. We already know that you ain't leaving Kirk. Rashida is the kind of girl, I know these kind of females, right? Everything they do is Kirk, 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 Kirk. What you doing, Kirk? Where you being, Kirk? What you about to do, Kirk? That's what she is. I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad. That make you happy? They been together a long time. They getting a lot of money together. I ain't mad. Ain't my business. Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what y'all think about Rashida's dissing. I don't know who was she dissing, herself? Who was that too, right? Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments. Make sure you like and share and subscribe, okay? See y'all. And I ain't gonna say